Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. Yo, what's going on, man? I'm sorry about that wait. It took me a minute, man. I'm sorry. Uh, Whew, man. Sorry about that wait, yo. Let me move this over. Move that over here. What's going on, YouTube? Someone say, why the bonnet? Why not? What y'all got against my bonnet? There's a couple dudes that be complaining about it. What y'all got against it? I seen dudes said I was gay because I'm wearing a bonnet. I'm gay now because I'm rocking a bonnet. Who cares? You mad because I got more hair than you or something? Maybe you're bald. Maybe that's it. Maybe you need to handle your own hair insecurities. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with me rocking a bonnet. You know what I'm saying? No, so someone said the fact that it's pink. Who cares? I mean, it's actually not mine. It's my sister's. She gave it to me. As you can see, some of her makeup's still on it and stuff. The bonnet is cool. You know what shirt I'm rocking though? I'm rocking a Harry Styles shirt. For those who don't know, my girl gave it to me. A Harry Styles shirt. Uh, Someone said Dennis Rodman had pink hair. I mean, that's cool. I don't glaze Dennis Rodman like that though, but that's cool. I don't really care about that. It's all good there. It's all good in the hood. We got a lot of things to get into. Before I actually get into that, I want to welcome you guys. Appreciate y'all for showing up. I always say y'all don't have to be here, but y'all are here because y'all support the channel, and I would not be where I am if it wasn't for you guys. But I do want to show you guys something. This is going to be something I frequently show y'all. If y'all are not following me on Twitter, y'all make sure you go and follow me on Twitter because the last segment, it's not going to be a Q&A. Even if y'all hit the like goal, which I still want y'all to do, make sure you drop that like. Um, Super chats are always appreciated. Yes, Latrady, I did enjoy the Ravens folding. Appreciate that. But if you guys want to have your chat read, make sure you drop a super chat. Um, but I do want to show y'all something that I will be reacting to. Where is it? How do I go to it? What the hell? Why is it not popping up? This is so weird. Some on Twitter I posted. If you're not following me on Twitter, like, what are you doing? That's what I'm finna show y'all. There we go. But here it is right here. Let me pull it up. Move that behind. There it is. But here, the notifications. I'm tripping. But here, the hottest takes. So if you're not following me, make sure you go and follow me on Twitter. You guys can give me your hottest takes, really about anything, or anything basketball, NBA related. Give me your hottest takes. It could be about this season, all-time rankings, whatever it is. It could be about the GOAT debate. I'll respond to as many as I can by the end of the stream. Y'all go and follow me. As you guys can see the @ on the screen. Let me pull it. It's right here. @YoungMustard23. Y'all go and do that. Someone said I should start an NFL channel. The thing about starting an NFL channel that I really can't do is, one, I do know about football, but like I know about football less than I know about basketball. And on top of that, like, I don't know, it's just NFL not really a lane I'm trying to get into. At least as far as making a channel solely dedicated to that. Uh, but yeah, y'all go and follow me. Drop some hot takes, and we'll get back to that later. But we got a good enough amount of people in here, right? Let's see. Yeah, we got almost 60 people in here. That's a good starting point. Someone said I should go get verified. I actually have Twitter Blue or Premium, whatever the hell it is now. I have it. I just don't put the check mark. Who cares? I don't need to be validated by a check mark like some of you guys. So, yeah, I have Twitter Blue. That shit is like, what, $10 a month? It's nothing. But, yeah, let's get started with the first topic of the stream. And you guys see the title, LeBron James. LeBron James, this is something that LeBron does that I don't like. And that is these cryptic tweets. This is a grown-ass man tweeting, like subtweeting people and being cryptic and weird. But let's pull it up here. LeBron James had a tweet, and if you've been following the Lakers, it could really mean anything. Literally anything. As you guys can see here, LeBron tweeted an hourglass, and that's the hourglass with the time, obviously ticking. And that means literally anything. It could literally mean anything. For one, we all know what's going on with the Lakers. We all know what's going on with how they're struggling to be a 500 team. I think right now they are the 10th or 9th seed. Let's pull it up here so I can validate that. Right now, the Lakers are struggling. Here they are right here. Hold on, let me actually do this. Yeah, that's good. But here are the Lakers. The 24-25, they're 9th in the Western Conference. They're a pretty mediocre team on both sides of the ball. Defensively, they're 14th in defensive rating, 20th in opponents' points per game, 14th in points per game, 20th in offensive rating, right? And if you look throughout their roster, so much inconsistency outside of LeBron and AD, who are putting up 25 a game respectfully. AD is giving you 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, a steal, 55% from the field, and 81% at the free throw line. And LeBron, 25, 8, and 7, a steal and a half, 52% from the field, nearly 40% from 3 on 5 attempts, and about 73% at the free throw line. Now, outside of those two, inconsistencies everywhere, but there's one guy who I stood up for. I stood up for when Laker fans were shitting all over him, saying he has no value. He had a rough stretch, but he had a rough game against Atlanta. But you want to know what D'Angelo Russell has done? Look at what D'Lo has done since like mid-January. This is over his last 10 games. 25 points a game, 6 assists, around 2 rebounds, 50% from the field, 48% from 3, 91% at the free throw line. He's done that in the last 10 games, and they're 5-5 in that stretch. And that includes losses to the Hawks. And I think Trae Young didn't play. That includes a loss to Houston that they're trying to fight for that play-in spot for. That includes a loss to the Clippers, a loss to Utah, and a loss to Brooklyn as well, which is just unacceptable. Some of these are just unacceptable, inexplicable losses. And then you got the wins over Chicago, the Warriors, the Trailblazers, the Mavericks. I'll give them the Mavs, but to be fair, did they both play? Yeah, they both played. That's a good win. I'll give that to them. And they beat OKC. Right? They beat OKC. And they were fully healthy. Shout out to them for that. They did that with LeBron and AD. So, if you're the Lakers, I don't understand how you can look at the situation of the team. Even earlier with the whole D'Lo was the problem. They moved him to the bench. Remember, Austin Reeves started off slow. They moved him to the bench. You want to know the problem with those two players? I'll tell you what the problem with D'Lo and Austin Reeves are. They're not athletic enough to get past their man consistently on the perimeter. Both of them are not great athletes, right? Austin Reeves, he's not getting those calls. He's not getting the calls for throwing his ass in defenders' faces anymore. That shit is dead. This shit is dead. And I see people saying LeBron is a top 5 player. You're lying. We'll get to that in a second. But D'Lo and Austin Reeves, they are not athletic. They're not explosive guys. They can't get to the rim like that. And even in the case that they do, they're not getting to the free throw line enough. Especially D'Lo. D'Lo does not get to the rim. He's an over-reliant mid-range shooter that's a pretty average jump shooter. Has his hot stretches, but has his pretty cold stretches. Right? So, and then on top of that, defensively, neither of them are great defenders. At best, they can be serviceable. Austin Reeves off ball. D'Lo's not a good defender at all. He's taken some strides this year with his effort, but he's still not what I would label a good defender. It's just not. It's not the case. So if you're the Lakers and you see that, now you are over-relying on your stars in LeBron and AD. Because the rest of the supporting cast, you got a bunch of bums. I'm going to just call it what it is. These are bums. Let's pull it up. These are literal bums. Taurean Prince, inconsistent shooter. Defensively has not been the same as other recent years. Gabe Vincent's only played 5 games, and I doubt he would have changed much. He's not a good defender. And he's a streaky shooter. He's always been a streaky shooter. I mean, not Cam Reddish. We'll get to that bum in a second. But Gabe Vincent, if you look throughout his career, people talking about his shooting would help the team. When has he ever been a good shooter? 22% on 3 attempts rookie year, 31% on 3 attempts sophomore year, 37%. Only time he shot above league average on 5 attempts 2022. Last year, though, at Miami, 33% on 5 attempts. And in the playoffs, that's the only year he's legitimately looked like a good shooter. Last year in the playoffs, that fake-ass Mickey Mouse run the Heat had. The power of friendship has worn off, and the nigga just can't even play. He's kind of like reminding me of the Kendrick Nunn of the season. The guard that they picked up to give them some depth at that position, and now the nigga is not even able to play. He's not even able to play. Christian Wood is not getting consistent minutes. Vando destroys all the lineups he's in with his offense. And Hachimura, the fact that he's getting less minutes than Cam Reddish is insane. Insane. There's not a lick of value that Cam Reddish provides that justifies giving him more than 20 minutes a night. Not a lick of fucking value, especially to justify benching Austin Reeves for him. He's a bum. He's a bum. When he makes a shot, I act just like, old dude, you threw up a prayer, it went in. You stink. You stink. And niggas talking about, oh, Cam Reddish he's just in a tough situation. He's always in a rough situation.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Buddy, that's his problem. He is not a good NBA player. He's not. Fact of the matter, he's not. You know where he's going to be?
今天看起墙上写着秦香莲的32岁了转个当朝驸马郎的旗帜王啊满皇上的会2岁了转个当朝今天看起墙上写着秦香莲的32岁了转个当朝驸马郎的旗帜王啊满皇上的会2岁了转个当
That's where he's going to be. That is where he is going to be. In China. Cam Reddish is not a good player. He's not a good player. And I hope you guys heard that audio because I couldn't even hear it on my end. Y'all give me thumbs up, thumbs down if y'all heard that Chinese song sound effect. The nigga is genuinely not good. He's a bad NBA player. And this is the roster that they have. They were put in Christian Wood. Christian Wood should be getting more minutes than fucking Cam Reddish. Honestly. Max Christie should be getting more minutes than that bum. At least he's giving you better defensive production. This is just not a good team. Jackson Hayes, another disappointment. And that's why Darvin Ham is on the hot seat, according to a lot of people. Just got a super chat. Appreciate you, Cookie Monster. He said, Kobe will never go out like this. Kobe over LeBron. You're right. Kobe would just demand a trade like he did in 2007. You're right. I feel you. Appreciate that super chat. Like I was saying, as far as this team goes, this is not a great roster, and old dude is not helping matters. He's not helping matters. Darvin Ham, and that goes back to the LeBron tweet. LeBron, this tweet could mean so many things. Next week is the trade deadline, I believe, right? If next week is the trade deadline, he could be referring to, hey, time's almost up for y'all niggas to make a move. He may not be targeting certain players. He knows which players are probably on the block for sure. But he could be talking about that. Hell, he could be talking about, I don't think he is, but he could be talking about, hey, the clock's ticking on my career. It's almost time for me to wrap this up. Right? He could also be talking about, hey, Darvin Ham, your time is now, nigga, to get let go. It's time for you to move on. It's time for us to go to greener pastures. He could be talking about so many damn things. He could be talking about just his time in LA, right? Because he has a contract year. And that leads into the topic that a lot of people have broached. Should the Lakers trade LeBron James? And let's go to the trade machine. And I'll actually put it in the chat because I want to know what you guys think. Should the Lakers trade LeBron James? All right, but you guys go and answer the poll. I want to know what you guys think. It should be on the screen. Yeah, there you go. Vote. Also, we got almost 100. We got about 100 people in here. There's no reason why we should not have at least 50 likes. So while you guys are voting, I'm letting y'all know right now one thing.
Acknowledge me.
You heard me?
Acknowledge me.
Give me them likes. Get them likes up. Come on now. Get those likes up. No reason why we should be struggling right now. No reason whatsoever. So let's get them likes up. But I see the poll. I see the results. We are at, it's moving. We budging a little bit. 52-45, 55-45. Should the Lakers trade LeBron James? Someone said I look like their aunt. Hey, appreciate it. Your aunt must be a sexy woman. She must be a fly shorty. You might have to put me on. I have to make sure, but yeah. You might have to put me on, brother. You might have to put me on. But I see the poll. It's doing well. Y'all need to keep voting. Keep voting. Keep voting. Keep voting. We got over 100 people in here. Like I said, there's no excuse for us to not be at least at 60, 70, 80. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. Like I said.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. Plain and simple. Acknowledge me. But yeah, let's make sure those likes get up. And I want to know where you guys think LeBron James. Oh shit, my phone. I want to know where you guys think LeBron James should go or could go. And let's go to the trade machine. Let's go to the trade machine. Fanspo. And let's see, where could LeBron James realistically go? Not where y'all want him to go, but where, realistically speaking, can LeBron James go? Let me pull that up. Let's see. Team 1, let's go to the Fakers. Team 2, okay. This is where it gets interesting. Chat, give me some names. Give me names of some teams that y'all guys realistically think LeBron James could go to. Drop some names for me in the chat. And let's go team by team. And let's see if it's realistic or not. I don't want to see the fucking Pistons. I just saw the Pistons. Ironic, right? I don't want to see the fucking Pistons. Get the Pistons out of here. Someone's calling me a Kobe hater. Brother, a nigga sat there, sent me a super chat about Kobe when it had nothing to do with him. Absolutely nothing. I'm simply responding. But as you guys can see, give me some teams. Someone said Philly. Let's start off with Philly. Where is Philly? There they are. So you move LeBron, of course. You got to give up Tobias just to match the contracts. No cap. You can't give up Maxey. You just can't, right? Because if you're Philly, why would I give up a young guard that has all NBA level potential? At least, even if you don't think so, that's what they think. They think he's a franchise centerpiece. I'm not doing that for a 1-year contract left of LeBron. It says 2 years, but he has a player option next year. So he's going to opt out, more than likely. And then I'll probably throw in Jaden Springer, at least give them some young talent. Is that enough for the contracts? No, I don't think so. You got to throw in Kelly Oubre. Where's Kelly? And I want KJ Martin, just another young guy. And then give me a pick. Give me a first-round pick. And give me OKC, Houston, the Clippers. See, receive 2. I'm not trying to read all that. Let's give them. I don't know, right? Because, I mean, you're shedding salary, but these are a bunch of nothing guys. That's the thing. These are literally, and no disrespect to these guys, they're decent players. They've had some solid careers and moments. But these are a bunch of nothing guys. These are a bunch of nothing guys. So I would want another first. Let's see if that's enough. Chat. This a good trade? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Good or bad trade? Good or bad trade? If you're Philly. Good or bad trade? Y'all let me know right now, chat. Good or bad trade? I want to know. I'm seeing while y'all are voting, here I'm looking at the poll results. It's at 67 votes. We almost got 100 people in here. Like I said, there's no reason for us to not get to 100 likes by the end of this stream. But also, we got to get those votes up. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll get to the poll results. But I'm seeing bad, good, bad. It's pretty mixed. Someone's saying Philly needs to win now. They do. They do. Good for Philly. Lakers want more draft capital. I don't think they can get more draft capital because at the end of the day, LeBron could leave. I am essentially almost trading for a rental. There's no guarantee LeBron stays on this roster past half a season. That's another thing, right? You're not even getting him for a full season. You're getting him for half a season. So, yeah, that's that. So I don't think that's happening. But I'm seeing people say good. I'm seeing people say bad. I'm getting pretty mixed reactions. So let's move on to a different team. Let's see the other teams you guys dropped. Philly, Rockets, Thunder, Spurs, Suns. Let's go to the Thunder. All right. You move LeBron. If I'm the Thunder, because LeBron can leave, I'm not giving up Shea, Chet, or J-Dub. Giddey has to go, of course. Bertans just for the contracts. Would you give up Kassan Wallace? I want something decent. I would throw in Kassan Wallace. You just have to. You just have to. Is that even enough for the contracts? No, it's not. So you got to give up more. Throw in the trash Jalen Williams. And throw in Micic. Is that enough? I think that might be too many players. Right? That might be too many players. So let's throw them Max Christie. Just to even it out. And then the Thunder have to give up a pick. Let's give up the Clippers pick. That's 2024 Clippers pick. It shouldn't be that valuable. But let's try it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Chat, thumbs up, thumbs down. Is this a good trade for the Thunder and the Lakers? Who says no? I actually don't. I think if you're the Lakers, this is one of the better packages because, look, I don't like Giddey, but some people believe in his potential. Bertans is literally just contract filler. You got Kassan Wallace, who I think is a really solid role player, and you get a first-round pick. The only thing I think is a downside for this is that you don't get more than a one pick. If you think they should get more picks, let's see. Let's close it. Let's give them one more pick. Let's give them Miami's 2025 pick. That's protected in the lottery. That's lottery protected. Miami's 2025 lottery protected pick. Is that better, y'all? You get 2 picks. Is that better? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is this a solid trade or not? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me move chat over up here. Actually, no. Let me keep y'all here. Is it a solid trade, chat? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I want to know. Is it a better trade or not? People saying the Heat are going to suck. I don't think the Heat are going to suck next season. You got to remember, this is not the pick for this year, but it's next season. I don't think this is going to be a bad year. Next year is going to be a bad year for them. And like I said, if you're the Thunder, Lakers have no leverage to get more picks out of you. They could literally lose them, right? They could literally lose LeBron. But I think this is one of the better deals they could get, right? It's one of the better deals they could get. But let's pick another team. I saw Suns. That's not happening. Orlando. That's interesting. Let's go to Orlando. Move LeBron. You got to give up Markelle. Got to give up Isaac. No cap. I'd want Wendell. I would want Wendell. But Wendell and AD I don't think are like the best fit. I know he can shoot from the perimeter, but nobody guards him out there. And on top of that, he does like to operate in the post. Or at least he has some solid post moves. Paolo, Joe Ingles, Mo Wagner. I don't know what they're giving up here because they're not going to give up Anthony Black. I don't think they're giving up any of these young guys, really. Like, Isaac and Markelle are the only ones I can think of, and that's kind of nasty if you're the Lakers. That's your return. Maybe you'd have to probably give up more picks if you're Orlando, right? You can give up the Denver pick. Denver, Phoenix, or Washington. Oof. Let's try it. That's not even enough. Yeah, the Magic are unable to do it because they need more. Yeah, I don't know what you're giving up if you're Orlando here. I don't think this is going to work. Maybe, Gary Harris. Gary Harris. Let's see. Let's try that. That good? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Good or bad trade? Isaac Fultz, Gary Harris, and 3 first-round picks. Good or bad trade? I don't know. This one is kind of I don't know. People saying Suggs, they're not going to give up. I don't think the Magic are giving up anything of real value. Suggs actually would be solid with LeBron. Suggs is actually having a good year or a solid season at bare minimum. He's actually improved a lot. Like, look at him. 12 points a game, 45, 38, 77. They're not giving up one of their better offensive players on a team that is bereft of offense. Yes, you're bringing in LeBron, but like, you know. And to be fair, he's not going to go to Orlando. Shout out to KB in the chat. He said that. He's not going to go to Orlando. I'm just going off of the teams I'm seeing in the chat. If y'all have a better team, give it to me. Pause. Let's go to the Knicks because I did see the Knicks. Let's try the Knicks. It's probably the last team that we do. But let's go to the Knicks. Actually, let's do the Cavs after this because I know the Cavs are an interesting one. The Knicks, they got to give up Randall. And that right there, if I am the Lakers, I am immediately saying no. So, no, absolutely not. That I'm hanging up the phone. Once I hear Julius Randle's on the table, I'm off it. But let's try the Cavs. LeBron to the Cavs. You know, honestly, this might be the move they make at the deadline. Forget LeBron. It'd probably be Donovan Mitchell to the Lakers in exchange for, where's Austin Reeves and D'Lo? D'Lo, Reeves, no cap, get Vando out of here, dog. He's just terrible. D'Lo, Reeves, Vando. Where's Christie? I think that should be enough, right? D'Lo, Reeves, Vando, outgoing. Okay. That should be enough. The contracts match. A first, unprotected. They don't even have 26. 28, unprotected. 2030, unprotected. Let's see. Oof. Vanderbilt cannot be traded because 6 months have not passed since he signed to an extension. Okay, honestly, this would work if Vando was signed. So let's just forget that. Would y'all do that? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Would you do it is this a good trade? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't know, man. Like the Lakers are just so fucked. They're just so fucked. They're so fucked. Let's try LeBron for gotta give up LeVert. No cap. Would you give up Jared Allen? Would you break up Jared Allen and Evan Mobley? I don't know. That's a tough decision. But let's do it. Let's do it. Let's trade Jared Allen. That's a tough one. But you're gonna have to lose somebody. Is that enough right there for the contract? Outgoing 35. So you need another 12 mil, right? Let's just give up Strus. And where's the picks? First round pick. Man, they got no picks. That D-Mitch trade drained them niggas dry. Pause. Let's try that one to the Lakers. There you go. Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, Max Strus, 2 first-round picks. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Would you do it? I want to know what y'all think, chat. Would you do Jared Allen for Karis LeVert, Max Strus, and 2 first-round picks? Who says no in this scenario? Y'all let me know down below in the chat. Who says no? And while you guys are letting me know if the Cavs or Lakers are saying no, let's end the poll with a total of 110 votes. pull it up here. A total of 110 votes. Give me a second. Let me load this. 52% say yes, the Lakers should trade LeBron James. 47% say no, the Lakers should not trade LeBron James. So it looks like most of you guys agree that some trades should go down probably before the trade deadline or in the offseason, assuming LeBron were to opt in, which I just don't think is going to happen for obvious reasons. But yeah, there you go. Let me see what the chat is saying. This is a better trade for the Lakers. That's a good trade. Decent trade. I see a lot of yeses. I see some hell no's. Oh, actually, no. That's addressing the other one. Yeah, you can't see the poll because I closed the poll already. 110 people voted, so I closed it. But we got 110 people in here, yo. We got 110 people in
man,
here.
not again.
Y'all make sure y'all, appreciate y'all for being in here. Y'all drop a like. We have 54. Let's get to 100 likes. That's the goal of every stream. 100 likes. Get those likes up. But yeah, I don't know. This trade is probably the best one. This and the OKC trade that I cooked up a little bit earlier. So yeah, that's probably the best the Lakers can get. I personally think as far as trading LeBron, it will not happen for obvious reasons. I don't know if LeBron has a no trade clause or not, but even if he doesn't, LeBron's one of those players that I feel like wants to take pride in the fact that he finished out all his contracts. He's not going to demand a trade, nor do I think the Lakers will trade him. I think obviously the more smart option, or not smart, but the more likely option are guys like D'Lo, Austin Reeves to be moved. Those are the guys with the most value on the team. Rui Hachimura, I think, will stay, but look out for him. He could get moved. People just forgetting that he has real value. Teams could want a Rui Hachimura. You know, if I'm a Denver, you think I wouldn't want a Rui? You know, a third team could get involved and get somebody like him. Especially some of these teams that are interested in some wings. Like Boston's always in the running to get somebody. They're always that third team that somehow will snatch a Derek White or whoever. So if you're any team in the league that's trying to win or you're trying to compete, Dallas is another team that could get a Rui Hachimura. They could use somebody like that. The flexibility he provides on both ends, I definitely think they could do that. So there's plenty of things that could happen with this Lakers roster. Those three are the three I will look out for. I don't think LeBron's going to be moved, though. But if you ask me, I don't think this Lakers team is doing anything this year. Maybe make the playoffs, get out the first round. That's their ceiling to me. I don't think they're better than Minnesota, Denver, OKC. Those three. Even though OKC, I could see them pulling off that upset. Don't get me wrong, I could see it. But even then, I don't think they're better than the Clippers. That's another team I don't think they're better than. That's three teams I think are definitively better than the Lakers that they'll probably have to run into if they want to get out the second round. No, they might run into them in the first round. You know, so that's something else you got to consider. Then you got a team like a Sacramento that could still beat them. Sacramento could still beat them. Don't sleep. But yeah. Let's go with the next topic that we have here. Pull it up. That's enough of the LeBron talk. Spent almost 50 minutes on LeBron James. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. The All-Star reserves are dropping today. I want to know what you guys think about the All-Star starters. Let me pull it up here. Here it is right here. The All-Star starters. You got my boy Giannis and LeBron, who are the captains, putting up having great seasons. Even if you don't think LeBron should have made it, I don't. If we're going off the merit of who was the best in the West, LeBron would not have been my pick for one of the forwards. I think AD would have been my pick over LeBron, but I wouldn't have picked him as captain. If we're talking about the two best players, Jokic and Giannis would have been the two best players, though. You know, LeBron's a legacy guy, and I have no problem with that. I mean, but my only thing is, if you're going to have LeBron be a legacy pick, Steph should have been a legacy pick too. Steph's not as good as LeBron, but he still is somebody that is highly revered. And Kobe got that too. So Why couldn't Steph get it? Regardless, let's move on. Giannis, Embiid, Hallie. Hallie is the one that shocked a lot of people. Hallie shocked a lot of people, and I'm not surprised. Or not Hallie. Dame. Dame is the one that shocked people. Because Dame's had a pretty rough year. Now, if you look and compare their numbers side by side, it really isn't that crazy. I think Brunson's averaging more points, but that's really it, right? Dame's averaging 25, 7, and 4, while shooting 42, 34, 93 shooting splits. That's a true shooting percentage of, let's see here, nearly 60%, 59.6%. So it's gone down, actually, because it was like well above 60 a while ago. And then if you go to Jalen Brunson, Brunson's averaging 27, around 6 to 7 assists, same as Dame. 48% from the field, 42% from 3, 84% at the free throw line, right? I saw someone say Maxey over Dame. No, let's be serious. And then the advanced stats, about the same, 59, 60% true shooting. So their efficiency is roughly the same. Whether you like how they get it or not, whether it's because of the free throws with Dame or it's, Brunson eating at the rim, Dame's high volume three-point shooting, because that plays a role as well. However you want to slice it and dice it, the efficiency is relatively the same. I'll give Brunson the slight edge, though, for those people that, are Brunson supporters. And Brunson, I think, is averaging more points. The assists, I think, favor Dame, and rebounds favor Dame, but it's very slight. It's a slight edge. So it really is a pick'em. And Dame has more motion than Brunson. As popular as Brunson is, being in New York, he got more motion. It's just how it is. I'm sorry. So yeah, you just kind of have to let that go if you're Knicks fans, and a lot of people are very mad about this. And like, you would have thought it was such a snub that like it's just insane. You would have thought it was such a fucking snub. But let me pull up who I believe should be reserves. I gotta pull up the format because I completely forgot. Like, I think it's 2 guards, 2 forwards, and then 2 wild card picks, I believe, right? 2 guards, 2 forwards, because there's 14 in total. No, 2 guards, 2 forwards. No, right, I'm right. 2 guards, 2 forwards, 3 wild card picks. Right? Am I tripping, chat? Is 2 guards, 2 forwards, 3 wild card picks? Correct? Chat, confirm for me. Am I right? 2 guards, 2 forwards, and then 3 wild card picks. Yeah. I think I'm right. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm right. 2 guards, 2 forwards, and then 3 wild cards. That could be any position. So let's go here. Bro, I don't care. Let's just start. Okay, this is old. There's like a way you could just draft your own team or something. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go to NBA, whatever. Someone said, isn't it just 2? Is it just 2? But it's 14 in total. So I would assume 14 in, am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. So it's 14 in total. My God, I'm so slow. It's 14 reserves, 2 guards, 3 front. Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. 2 guards, 3 front court players, and 2 players at any position. Okay, I got you. So for the 2 guards and 2 front court players, let's just start off, right? With the East. I think it's very obvious. The 2 guards are going to be Donovan Mitchell, who also, people are just talking about Brunson so much. Donovan Mitchell had a great case also, right? Donovan Mitchell had a very great case. He could have easily been an all-star starter over Dame. You could argue he had a better case than Brunson, in my opinion. He's doing a lot of that without Darius Garland and Mobley being out for an extended period. And the Cavs are the 4 seed, and Mitchell is playing out of his mind. Donovan Mitchell has been playing great, and a lot of people are just forgetting. I think people just forget how good he is, maybe because he's in Cleveland, right? But look at the season he's having. 82 points a game, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal and a half. He's actually been decent defensively this year. Not great, but somewhat decent. 46, 35, 86 shooting splits. That's what he's doing. Right? Then you got, obviously, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson should be an all-star reserve. He should be. It's very clear he should be an all-star reserve. There's 12 on each team in total. I just looked it up, and it said that it was going to be, bro, I just looked it up. 14 reserves. Oh, I'm slow. I'm so slow. So the 14 reserves are, I'm so fucking slow. Okay. It's 14 reserves in total, so there's 7 guys on the bench, 5 guys starting. Duh. Okay, so the bench is going to be, out of those 7, 2, 3, and 2. Okay, so 2 guards. So either way, yeah. Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. Those are going to be the 2 guards that they get, or 2 guards that I would pick for that. We just went over Jalen Brunson's stats. I don't even got to really do that. So Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson are the 2 guards I would take. Then after, for the front court, or let's go to the West 2 guards. Anthony Edwards is getting that spot, and Steph Curry. Let's be honest. Steph Curry, whether you think he's not better than so-and-so player, he's going to be an all-star. Like, it's not even a debate. Steph Curry and Anthony Edwards, I think that's very self-explanatory. Then, oh, shit. Devin Booker. I completely forgot about Devin Booker. Man, the league is so deep. Pause. But the league is so fucking talented, bro. Steph Curry is going to get in automatically, but I don't know who would be that other guard that would get in, like, that spot. Chat, would you put Ant in or D-Book? I'd put D-Book, but what's the game difference? You got 39 games for D-Book, and how many games has Ant played? $45. 39 to 45, a 6-game difference. That's a tough one. I'd go D-Book. D-Book and Steph Curry. D-Book and Steph Curry. Yeah, I tweaked on that. D-Book and Steph Curry. So D-Book, Steph Curry, the 2 guards for the West in the reserves, and then Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. Now let's go to the 3 front court players. The 3 front court players for the bench. Right? Let's go to it. Let's start off with the East, and then we'll go to the West. Julius Randle is injured right now, so I don't even think maybe he'll get voted in, but I don't think he'll make it. So let's remove Brunson for now. Let's just remove him. Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo should be an all-star this year. I don't even think that should be debatable. If you look at the Heat this year, they're barely above 500. Yes, they're 7th in the East, but if you look at this team's consistency, damn, Bam has missed a good amount of games, though. Man. Either way, though, if you look at this team, he's been the most consistent player on this team. Jimmy Butler hasn't given a shit for most of the season, like he always does to start off the year. But let me see how many available games has he been for. So Bam has missed 10 games, but he's been the most consistent piece on that team. The most consistent piece. He's the defense. He is the glue that keeps that defense together. Literally. So I'm going to go Bam Adebayo for the first front court player. Next, I'm going to go. This is going to be rough. This is going to be tough. Is Siakam here? Siakam. I'll go Siakam. I'll give it to Pascal Siakam. Bam Adebayo, Pascal Siakam. That's 2 right there. And then next, I will go. There's Paolo. And there is, who else? Scotty. Because of the seeding, I'm going to give the edge to Paolo. They favor winning. I'm going to go Paolo, Siakam, and Bam. Paolo is having a great year, and I think the reason why a lot of people are so quick to like dismiss it in these convos, because I've been seeing a lot of Paolo discourse as far as the All-Star game is concerned. And I think people just forget Paolo is with one of the worst offensive supporting cast of spacing, right? Franz Wagner is having a down shooting year, and he missed some games to start off the year. I think he's missed like 12 games in total. Jalen Suggs, he's shooting 38% from three. I'll give that to him. Pause. Wendell's not a spacer. I don't care what the percentage say. He's not even taking a high volume. And on top of that, he's not a spacer. No one guards him out there. Fultz is not a spacer, and he's missed games. Cole Anthony's had a down shooting year. Gary Harris is not a spacer, and the percentages aren't even there anyway. And then the rest of them, we're talking about Anthony Black, who doesn't even take a high volume. Joe Ingles doesn't even play that much, and he's really not that good. Like, the offensive supporting cast, as far as spacing is concerned, and just in general, is not very good around him. But yet, he's going out there every night, putting up 23, 7, and 5 on 45, 36, 70 shooting splits. And look, the true shooting percentage, it's going to show you that he's inefficient, and that's fair, right? But I'm not expecting a nigga in his second season who is a great driver of the basket. That's where he really, like, shines, right? I'm not expecting him to be that efficient while he's going out there playing with lineups that got Wendell Carter, fucking Markelle Fultz at times when he's played, Gary Harris. Only real spacer on that team is Jalen Suggs, which was not even, that's a surprise, right? I mean, Franz is a spacer too. People guard him out there, but he's not having a great shooting year. And he's missed a good chunk of the season so far. Paolo has been the constant driving force of that team, and I got to reward him for that. So I would go Paolo, Bam, and Siakam as my backup forwards. That's what I go with. Now, the next in the East, or in the West, excuse me. My backup forwards. Let's go Kawhi, of course. I got to go with Kawhi. I got to go with, these are front court players. These are not just forwards. Does Gobert make it? Does Zion make it? These are interesting, right? Because if you look at Zion's numbers, I think a lot of people kind of sleep on what Zion's doing this year because he's been a bit of a disappointment. But the man is averaging 25, 5 and 5 on 59% shooting. That's a true shooting percentage, I'm sure, well above 60%, 62% true shooting. He's still having a good season. Now, is it good enough to be in the All-Star game? I don't know. Someone's saying I'm sleeping on Porzingis. Why would you take Porzingis over Bam, Siakam, or Paolo? I don't know about that. Maybe he will, actually. Now I think about it, maybe Porzingis will. Who knows? But I'm going to give the edge to Paolo. And I think Paolo's going to get in. I think they want to put him in there. Pause. But I don't know. These forward spots, other than Kawhi, nobody here is a guarantee. Like, someone's going to get snubbed with these forward spots. There's two other, like, wild cards, right? But, man, someone's going to get snubbed. But I'm going to go Kawhi, and I'm going to go Lowry. I'm going to go Lauri Markkanen. I think Lauri Markkanen, people have forgotten how good the Jazz have been over the last month. I think they've lost a couple games over the last stretch that they've had. But Lowry has been phenomenal. Now, he has missed games. That's probably going to be held against him. But he's missed 10 games. Bam is also in it in the East. But I'm going to give the edge to Lowry. Like I said, they've been skidding lately. You know, he hasn't played his best in some of those games. But still, if you look at what Lowry has been doing since he got back from injury, 23, 9 rebounds, 40, basically 50, 40, 90 splits. I'm going to go Lauri Markkanen with my second pick. I'm going to go Lauri Markkanen, Kawhi Leonard, and I'm going to go, this is tough. Sengun's also another one I didn't think of. I'm going to go with, Anthony Davis. I'm forgot he's not a starter. I'm tweaking. Anthony Davis. Kawhi, Anthony Davis are automatic. I'm so sorry, AD. I fucking slept on him. Kawhi. Lowry, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go. I completely forgot. How could I forget about Anthony Davis? I completely forgot about him. That's how I be with my videos sometimes, right? I just be forgetting. I'm gonna go Sabonis too. Yeah, I completely forgot about Sabonis too. I'm gonna go Kawhi, Sabonis, and Anthony Davis. Yeah, I knew I was missing. I was like, bro, why are all these tweeners coming from? I'm gonna go Kawhi, Sabonis, and Anthony Davis. I'm so sorry, AD. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's easy. That's easy. So yeah, that's that. Now let's go to the two reserves, the wild cards in the East. I got Zach LaVine. Let me stop. Let me chill. I'm gonna go Trae Young. I think that's an automatic. Trae Young has had such a great season this year, and if it wasn't for how deep the guard spot was in the East, he would have been like in some years an all-star starter. And just the Hawks they're so disappointing this year. So yeah, but Trae's had an amazing season. 27 points a game, 11 assists, a steal and a half, 42, 37, 86% from the free throw line. So yeah, I'm gonna go Trae Young. I think that's an easy one. And now for the last spot in the All-Star game, I'm going to go with drum roll. Oh, do I even have a drum roll? I don't. Damn, I gotta get a drum roll soundboard. I'm going to go with, let's go to the Celtics. Because, actually, before I even go to the Celtics, I'm just going to say, Scotty Barnes, it's tough, but I don't think you're going to make it. I don't think so. But it's going to have to be Porzingis. How many games Porzingis missed, though? He's missed a good chunk of the season so far. Out of 48 games, like it's 10 games or less, I think it's like my threshold so far. And he's missed 14. I don't know. He's missed 14. That's a tough one. But he's had a great season. I'm gonna go with either it's between Porzingis and Scotty Barnes. I don't know, man. I don't know. Chat. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a hard one. And look, I'll say this about Siakam. Siakam's probably gonna get in just off name more than Scotty, right? And he's actually been playing really well in Indiana so far. But Siakam's gonna get in. I don't really think that's like a debate. He's gonna get in. Man, that front court spot is tough. Fuck. Chat. Y'all decide for me. Scotty or Porzingis. Chat. Scotty or Porzingis, who gets in? I can't even look. Y'all decide for me. Y'all decide for me. Chat. Scotty or Porzingis, who's getting in? I see a Scotty vote. Let's see. Porzingis. Y'all chat. Y'all decide for me because I genuinely do not know who to lean with on this one. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Scotty or Porzingis. Who are y'all taking? Porzingis, Scotty, Derek White. Dude, I'm not putting Derek White or Jaylen Brown. Just let that dream go, buddy. That Jaylen Brown, that fucking CJ McCollum ass stat line. Is Jaylen even is he listed as a front court player? Because I know he's been playing small forward in a lot of these years, but early in his career, Jaylen was listed as a shooting guard, and sometimes they'll stick with like the position you play earlier. Like in 21, he was listed as a shooting guard. And sometimes they don't change. Like when DeRozan was playing power forward, they still put DeRozan. They still listed DeRozan as a shooter. Oh, then again, these are the reserves. I'm tripping. These are wild cards. I'm tripping. I'm completely forgot about that. I'm not going with JB though. Like I'm sorry. Porzingis has been better than him. Like it or not. Porzingis has been better. Now, is it better and is it good enough to overcome 11 games? Honestly, let's go with Scotty Barnes. I'm gonna go with Scotty Barnes.
This week's power rankings is the continue.
The fuck?
More than 7.
Man, the way that shit caught me off guard. I'm gonna go with Scotty Barnes. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Scotty Barnes as the final. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's go with Scotty Barnes. Porzingis, I don't think Porzingis has played enough games to overtake what Scotty has done. Let's see, Scotty has played how many games in comparison? He's played 47 to Porzingis 34. Like, Porzingis has been really good, but he hasn't played that good. And I think Porzingis, when he's on the court, is a more impactful player, but he hasn't been so impactful to where I can overlook the fact that he's, 34, 47? That's a 13-game gap. It's a 13-game gap of 28 and 6, a block and a half, a steal and a half, 48, 36, 77 shooting splits, a true shooting percentage of 57%, and he's also been a plus defender. And he's doing that with also the spacing before they got before they got RJ, and who's not a spacer himself either. But quickly, he was playing with Dennis Schroeder lineups, playing with Jakob Poeltl, best shooter was Gary Trent, who's a shooter. I'll give it to him. Pause. Precious Achiuwa, though, these are not real lineups. So I'm gonna go with, and they're gonna put Jaylen Brown. Maybe they will put Jaylen Brown. Who knows? But yeah. And now for the the West, the two reserves I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Lauri Markkanen, right? And could I go with Kyrie? I think now I could put Kyrie. Right? Or, Kyrie or De'Aaron Fox. Got chat. So this last spot, I'm going to go with one of these three. One of these three. Oh, never mind. Kyrie's played 27 games. Fuck out of here. I didn't know it was that low. So, no, Kyrie's not making it. No. So, Lauri Markkanen or Rudy Gobert? Chat. Who do y'all want? Y'all help me decide. Lauri Markkanen or Rudy Gobert? I mean, maybe I'll put up a little poll. Y'all, chat. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I don't think the Kings are getting 2 All-Stars. That's the thing. Or actually, no. You know what? Let's end that poll. Let me give y'all 3 options. Lowry, Gobert. Let me put this in. Pause. Lowry, let me add De'Aaron Fox and Gobert. There you go. Y'all vote. I want y'all to vote for me. Y'all pick for me. Lowry, De'Aaron Fox, Rudy Gobert. Who should be that last spot? I really want Lowry to make it. I can't lie. I'm leaning towards him, but man, I can't just forget what De'Aaron Fox is doing. We talked about what Lowry's doing. Let's pull up De'Aaron Fox numbers because that nigga has been on a roll, a tear this year. A tear this season, man. Seriously. We talked about Sabonis. Sabonis made it because of the just front court position. This is De'Aaron Fox, 27 points a game, 6 assists, 2 steals, 47% from the field, 38% from 3, the best 3-point percentage of his career on the most attempts of his career, nearly 8 a game. Free throw percentage dipped to 72%. But if you look at the true shooting, 58% from true shooting. So, and you know, the thing with De'Aaron Fox that I will say I don't like is that he's become such a good shooter now and improved at it and hits such tough shots, like from the mid-range, and he's a high-volume three-point shooter now. I hate the fact that he doesn't go to the rim as much now. You know, that is something I would like to see him still do more. But he's still having a great season, best season of his career. So, chat, get them votes up. I want to know, who do y'all think should be the All-Star for that final spot for me? Oh, appreciate my boy Seth. We got I said Specs. I mean Specs. Appreciate that, Specs.
Oh man, not again.
We got a super chat from Specs saying, loving the streams, my brother. Hey, I love your content too. One of the realest dudes out here in the industry. I said industry. In the community. I'm out here talking like I'm a rapper. But let's get those votes up. We got almost 100 people in here. Let's get the votes up. Who do y'all think should be an All-Star between Lauri Markkanen, De'Aaron Fox, Rudy Gobert? Y'all have 1 minute to vote. 1 more minute, and I will end the poll. And whoever wins will be the pick for that All-Star. Right now, De'Aaron Fox is running away with the poll. He's running away with it. And maybe that's just the vibe, right? Everybody wants De'Aaron Fox to make it. If you want De'Aaron Fox to make it, hey, then keep it up. Keep it up. But y'all let me know right now. Y'all decide. Should De'Aaron Fox, Lauri Markkanen, or Rudy Gobert be an All-Star? They're picking later today also, which is going to be interesting to see how they go about that. That's going to be interesting. In the meantime, though, we got over 90 people in here. We got to get those likes up. We're at 70 likes. There's no excuse for us to not be at 100 by now. So what y'all need to do, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, you're tweaking. Hit that subscribe button ASAP. ASAP, no Rocky. But a minute has passed. The poll is ending within the next 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The poll has officially closed. Who should be an All-Star? 60% say De'Aaron Fox. He wins in a landslide. If you add up Lauri and Gobert's votes, it doesn't even come close to De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox will be my last pick for the All-Star game. Nobody wants to see Gobert, and hey, I understand. Nobody wants to see him catch lobs and block some shots. We're trying to see some real hoops, which is why De'Aaron Fox got picked. So yeah, those are my picks for the All-Star game. Let me move this over. Those are my picks. My picks are, let's start off with the East. Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson. Let me actually give myself the full thing. So my picks are Donovan Mitchell for the guards, Jalen Brunson for the three front court players, Siakam, Bam Adebayo, Pascal Siakam. Oh, no. Siakam, Bam Adebayo, and Paolo. And then for the two reserves, like the two wild cards, Trae Young and who did I say? Trae Young and Scotty Barnes. That too. Now for the West, the two guards were, who were the two guards? Steph Curry and Devin Booker. The three front court players were Anthony Davis, Sabonis, and Kawhi Leonard. And the two reserves were actually, whoa. I didn't even think about Paul George. Has Paul George played enough? Has Paul George played enough games? Nah, let's go De'Aaron Fox. I'm tweaking. So I also said De'Aaron Fox for the 2 reserves. And who did I say? De'Aaron Fox and somebody else. De'Aaron Fox and who did I say? Oh, did I say Anthony Edwards? Right? Wow, I don't even think I said Anthony Edwards. Okay, now I'm tweaking. Hold up. Who did I say? I said 2 guards were Steph and Devin Booker. The front court players were Kawhi, Sabonis, AD. And the 2 reserves, I'm going to go De'Aaron Fox and Anthony Edwards, right? Yeah, right? Anthony Edwards. I'm looking through the teams. Yeah, Anthony Edwards. Yeah, I'm tweaking. I thought I was tripping. Yeah, Anthony Edwards. I didn't say Ant. I did say Ant. Right? Yeah. Anthony Edwards. So yeah, there you have it. Your all-star teams. There you have it. East, Donovan Mitchell. Let me go over it one more time because that was a little confusing with the ending. Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson. Front court, Siakam, Bam Adebayo, Paolo. Reserves, Trae Young, Scotty Barnes. For the West, the 2 guards, Steph Curry, Devin Booker. 3 front court players, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Sabonis. And then the 2 wild cards, De'Aaron Fox, and Anthony Edwards, yeah. So yeah, there you go. Those are the All-Stars. Those are the All-Stars, or at least my picks for the All-Star reserves in the 2024 All-Star game. Now, let's talk about a quote that I saw. It's going to lead into a topic I've wanted to talk about for a minute. Here it is right here. Where is it? Here it is. And this is something I've talked about. I've talked about it. I've said it. And niggas call me a hater. Oh, shit. Let me. Studio mode. Here it is right here. Rasheed Wallace talking about
Mike wasn't all that good of a defender.
Oh well, yeah, you already heard. We going out guns a blazing in this motherfucker. Guns a blazing. But here's the take.
Mike wasn't all that good of a defender.
10 all defensive teams. That Michael Jordan.
All that's NBA shit. Yeah, we like.
Hold on, let me make this full screen.
Mike wasn't all that good of a defender.
10 all defensive teams. That Michael Jordan.
All that's NBA shit. Yeah, we like Mike. We gonna put him up there. I'm talking about being out there. I seen this motherfucker get his ass bust where he couldn't stop a motherfucker against J.R. Ryder. Probably against Clyde Drexler. Shit, don't forget the early Joe Dumars. And I'm not saying that he didn't play defense. I'm just saying that his defense wasn't as high as most other cats at that time. I couldn't put him on like 10 or 11 consecutive first team all defensive joints.
Okay, that is an interesting take. And I do believe his main point is very true, that Michael Jordan's defense factually is overrated. It is overrated. If you go up to a lot of people, they will tell you Michael Jordan is a top 10 defender of all time. That is insane. That is fucking insane. He is nowhere near that. Michael Jordan winning a Defensive Player of the Year is also something people use to back how great of a defender Michael Jordan was. When in reality, yes, it's great that he won a DPOY, but he didn't deserve it. There's never been a year where Hakeem was healthy in his prime that Michael Jordan was a better defender than him. Patrick Ewing was a better defender than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan should not have been winning a Defensive Player of the Year award. That is insane. That is insane. He wasn't even the best defender on his team. It was Scottie Pippen. I don't care what people say. Scottie had the difficulty of guarding the best wings. Scottie had more of a responsibility off ball. Scottie had more flexibility and added another dimension to that Bulls defense. That's one of the reasons why they were still able to maintain as one of the best defensive teams in the league, even when Jordan retired in 1994. So, no, Michael Jordan is not a top 10 defender. He's an overrated defensive player. He's not even a top 15. I see someone say he's a fringe. No, he's not. He's not a top 15 defender. I'm not taking him over Hakeem. I'm not taking him over Bill Russell. I'm not taking him over Tim Duncan. I'm not taking him over so many other great defensive bigs. And it's not a knock on Michael Jordan. Now, I do think the way Rasheed Wallace explained it was a little crazy, saying he wasn't all that of a defender. You couldn't put him on all those all-defensive teams. Look, there were probably some years you probably couldn't put him on an all-defensive team, but they meat-wrote him. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter remains he's still an elite defender. He's one of the best help defenders at the guard position we've ever seen. One of the reasons why he was able to rack up so many off-ball steals, shot blocks, very athletic, get in passing lanes, good laterally, nice rotations, good team guy. Jordan was an elite perimeter defender. When we're talking about guards, that's a different conversation. You could put him top 10, 15, wherever you want to put him. He's in all those lists, all those conversations. But when we're talking about the best defenders, he is not over a Kevin Garnett, a Tim Duncan. I wouldn't even put him over a Rudy Gobert. I wouldn't put him over a Dwight Howard. There's a lot of guys I would take, and it's not even a knock on him. He is a guard. Guards have the luxury of messing up at times, and the big is right there to clean it up. Or a help defending power forward is right there to clean it up. You can miss out of a rotation just like that. You can get moved out the play with the screen. Even if you do your best, they hit you with a double screen. You got to switch. Then you got to get a mismatch. Maybe a wing is on you, or you're guarding a wing, or you're guarding a big now because they've hit you with a couple screens. And now you're a liability at that point. They got to send some help. They got to send a double. No matter how great you are of a defender, you can always be taken advantage of as a guard. Unless, you're Ben Simmons, right? Because his flexibility is just insane. I'm just giving an example. Michael Jordan is nowhere near a top 10 defensive player of all time. And it's wild. If you guys think I'm lying, look at this reaction that I had. Look at the reaction that people gave me to me saying Michael Jordan. Look, I'm going to just show y'all because I thought this was crazy. And I think it's insane. This just goes to show just how overrated Michael Jordan is as a defensive player. Here's the tweet right here. And look, before I even get into that, I don't think that I don't think that all these highlights really show. I mean, they do show how great of a defender LeBron is. Like, this is great help defense he's coming out here, right? I mean, that one, he gets beat off a little bit, pause, but he gets the block. He recovers very well. Here, LeBron recovers. He gets some help. Here, he gets a chase downs, those are what they are, But, help defense, I think plays like this.
How many times he gets whacked?
I think plays like this really show LeBron's impact right here because that's great help defense. Insane help defense. Forget the chase downs. All right, forget those. I don't really care too much about that. Look at that. Tyson Chandler gets to the rim. LeBron's there with the help off Carmelo Anthony. Look at that. Nobody's there to help. If LeBron doesn't come off his man in the corner, that's an easy dunk, right? He's not going to make that corner pass. LeBron, block. Oh, wait, someone's saying a Woj bomb? No. Bro, if y'all don't get out of here with that shit, Steven Adams to the Rockets, dude, I don't care. Nigga, Steven Adams going to the Rockets for Victor Oladipo and 3 second-round picks. Come on, dude. Who cares about that? Nigga caught me out of it. I mean, to be fair, the Adams a good player for Memphis, but it's like, my nigga, He's not playing this year, right? Isn't he injured? He's out for the season. Y'all niggas just ruined the flow. Yeah, he's out for the season. Man, y'all niggas be making me so mad. But yeah, like I was saying, these are great help defensive plays, right? Like, he's coming out, he's stopping these guys, and that is more important than a nigga who is a perimeter defender, like it or not. Look at that. That is an easy layup. He went through all those niggas, and LeBron's right there with the help. This is just good one-on-one defense from LeBron. I mean, that's whatever. Look at the help. Gets right by Mike Miller. Gets right by Mike Miller. That's not even Mike. I don't even know who that is. That it is Mike Miller. And there's help defense. Right here. Stays with him one-on-one. Blocks the shot. Look at that help defense right there. This is one of the best help defenders that we have ever seen in the sport. Recovery time, insane. Right there. Gets the block on Rudy Gay. Gets the block right there. Help defense. That, like, I don't care about these little chase down shits or like nice shot blocks. And LeBron's not like an amazing shot blocker. He's good, but he's not an amazing shot blocker like that. Point is, though, my point though with that is that, actually, let me go back to that tweet. If you see what people are saying, so many people think it's ridiculous. Look at this. This is an asinine thing to say. Look up all defensive teams made by both players and see which one has a depoy. LeBron has never been a great defender. He's just not a bad one. And I laughed. LeBron has never been a great defender. And then niggas dropping flopping shits. Like I don't care. You can find MJ making the same defensive plays as LeBron. Nigga, I'm not talking about those clips. We're talking about anchoring a defense the way LeBron did. I don't think people understand that when LeBron was in Miami, he was tasked with being the glue of that defensive team. MJ was not the anchor of those defensive teams in Chicago. When they were winning, when they were at their apex, he was not. It was Scottie Pippen. Cut the bullshit. He had Horace Grant there as well. Ron Harper. Why are we doing this? Later on, they picked up Dennis Rodman. Stop acting like MJ was the anchor the way LeBron was in Miami. That's a lie. If you want to say MJ has better longevity defensively, I can listen to that convo. But when we're talking about the peak of their powers, it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. And niggas wanted one-on-one clips. I gave them the one-on-one clips. Here's LeBron guarding KD. Great defense right there. Here's LeBron guarding Kawhi. Gets the block. Straight up on him. Here's LeBron guarding Rudy Gay. Gets the block. Straight up on him. LeBron guarding KD. Gets the block. That was in the finals. LeBron guarding PG. Gets the block. LeBron guarding JR. Great defense. Moves his feet very well. Forces him into a very rushed shot. Gets down in transition. Easy bucket. That's too easy. Look at this. That's great help. That's great help. That's an easy layup for Tim Duncan right there. And LeBron strips the ball out of his hands. When we're talking about help defense, that matters more than a nigga who's a point of attack guy. Because there's only so much impact you could have as a point of attack guard, even if you provide a level of help defense, even if you provide a level of shot blocking. There's only so much you can do. And if you look at these comments, you got these dudes gassing up MJ defense to a level that it really just isn't. And this guy, look at him. This is the problem with these convos. The problem with this is that you're showing a majority help defense, not on-ball defending. And I responded, I said, an elite help defender is always going to be more valuable than an elite on-ball defender. That is the real difference. By these niggas' logic, MJ would be a better defender than Giannis. And that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Look at this. A guy who could slow a player on offense is worse than having a guy who can occasionally help out on the weak side. That's moving the goalpost when we're talking about a better defender. Plus, MJ was a great help defender as a guard. First of all, as great of a help defender he was, nowhere near LeBron. LeBron was also still a great on-ball defender. Go look at what he was doing to Tony Parker in the finals in 2014. And even in 2007, he did a good job defensively as well. And Tony Parker is one of the best slashers in the league that we've ever seen at the guard position. Like, stop it. Let's stop it. LeBron's help defense was a reason why Bosh was actually able to be a positive. Because if you remember, Bosh would get cooked routinely by all the bigs they played. And that was one of the weaker big man eras. Cooked by Roy Hibbert consistently. Cooked by Dirk in the finals. Cooked by Tim Duncan in the finals. He got cooked a lot. Got cooked a lot. So please, stop overrating Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help. Get some help. And someone said, this is why Kobe's an overrated defender. That's a convo for another day, my brother. You cooking? But we'll save that for another day. But let's get into the Q&A. Not Q&A. I'm tripping. Let's get into something. Actually, before I get into that, did y'all see Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons came back, and just like that, he was gone. Just like that, Ben Simmons was gone. As soon as he came, he was gone, just like that. Here it is right here. Let me pull it up to show you guys just how hilarious this dude is. This guy is one of the funniest players I have ever seen. This was the game right here that he played. He had this was in 18 minutes, his first game back, after doing all his TikToks. 10 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, no turnovers, made all 5 of his shots. That was in 18 minutes of action, right? And I even said, I was like, bro, the potential for him to be a really good player is right there. He just has to get healthy and actually give a fuck about basketball, right? And then right on cue, it seemed like just right on fucking cue. Look at what gets reported. Ben Simmons appeared to tweak his knee in the first game back against the Jazz and is now questionable for tonight's game against the Suns. Now, granted, maybe they just don't want him to play back-to-backs, right? But that is insane. Just like that, he's out of it. Just like that. The nigga doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. And look, it could be an injury. Who knows? A legitimate injury. But if that's the case, that also makes me question as well, are you keeping yourself in the best of shape? But, hey, I won't even do that because at the end of the day, hey, I don't know his life. I don't know his life. I don't know what he's doing. And that leads into another convo that a lot of people have wanted to have about, you know, the games played and that nature. You know, I'll talk about that in a video, actually. We'll get to that in the video. Trust me, I'll talk about that. But let's get into some of you guys' hot takes. The hottest NBA takes. I asked you guys on Twitter. Let's start off with my boy BIB, who said, Brandon Ingram is the best player on the Pelicans. Let me drop a like for you. Brother, I fuck with you, but you're wrong. You're wrong. He's not. It's still Zion. His rim pressure is still insane. He's one of the best paint scorers in the league. Don't let a down season by expectations fool you on who's actually better. Let's be serious. It's still Zion. Ingram's still a good player, though. Don't get me wrong. Still a good player. Someone said, Scotty Barnes has better potential than Paolo. I disagree because I still do think Scotty Barnes as a scoring option. I got to see him in a postseason, and I think Paolo will translate better as a scoring option than Scotty. And though Scotty has better defensive upside, I don't think that defensive upside is enough to overtake that, especially considering his inability to score. Paolo, once he gets a better space team around him, better offensive supporting cast, whether it's him having to be a first or second option on a championship level team, he's going to do it. Or I believe he can do it. I don't think Scotty's ever going to be a first or second option on a championship level team. I just don't see that ceiling for him. If he can improve to get to that point, fine, fair enough. But I don't see that. So I'm going to give that one a no. But, nice take. Nice take. My boy Kanice, Luka, in my opinion, needs to be in a better offense where it doesn't have the ball being in his hands so much, or else he'll end up just like Harden, have him come off ball screens more, post up smaller guards. His numbers might dip, but the team will benefit more in the long run. And even someone responded and said he's so good. Oh shit. Said he's so good that having the ball in his hands is the best choice. And he is improving off ball. That's true. But he's still not a great off ball player. I agree with that to a degree, but you have to have the personnel for that. And Kyrie's just not enough. I think if they had a better two-man game going, maybe. But yeah, I don't really see that happening. Look at saying check Shams. What am I seeing? I don't care about Stephen Adams. He's not playing this season. Hold on. Yeah, he's not playing this season. Why do y'all keep telling me to check the Woj bombs? Get out of here. But yeah, Luka, he's been playing a lot more off ball. Just watch the games. He's been playing a lot more off ball. But either way, the roster is not healthy all the time. And in general, the roster personnel is just not there for that. Luka, in my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think he's going to stay in Dallas his whole career. I think he will be leaving. Niggas keep saying check the notifications. Y'all going to make me mad. There's no notifications here. There's nothing here. There's nothing fucking here. He's not playing. Stop it. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. OKC will win 3 titles in the next 10 years. I don't know about that one, buddy. I don't know about that one. Not if you got that guy Josh Giddey on your team. I'm gonna say no, because I don't think. You're not saying a dynasty, but I would assume those titles would be in range of each other, unless you think it's gonna be a sporadic thing, which is a weird thing to predict because things just happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't really see that happening. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Let's keep going. Tyrese Halliburton is a top 3 point guard in the NBA. No. Luka, Steph, and what's his name? I would even say Dame is better. Brunson, I would say, is probably better. I fuck with Hallie, though. I do. Oh, shit. Now, I will say in the playoffs, we're going to revisit that, though. That might not be too crazy of a take. But, yeah. Dylan Brooks' media hate is way overblown and corny at this point. He's a solid defender who played a major role in the Rockets, with 3 21-year-olds starting, reaching the number 2 defense at certain points this season, and having a career year behind the arc. Dylan Brooks is good for the league. I agree, he is good for the league. It's nice to have a villain. And I'm talking not somebody to hate for real, but just somebody that embraces hate. I like having those kind of guys. Like a Patrick Beverley type. You can't tell me Patrick Beverley wasn't good for the league. He was. He gave us one of the most iconic memes. The last 5 years were yours. The next 5 are mine. Good luck with that still. But yeah, I don't think it's way overblown at this point, because I think a lot of people actually like what he's doing in Houston. I think he's actually fixed a lot of his rep in the league. Oh yeah, SGA, Luka, Steph. So no, Tyrese is not top 3. But yeah, Dylan Brooks, nah. I don't think he's that hated anymore. So it's probably not a hot take, but the 65-game threshold is perfectly fine, and I'm not sure why there's such an uproar about it from major awards. However, I can understand the argument to an extent when it comes to all-NBA teams, but honestly, I don't feel sorry for the players. All-NBA teams, I think, is the one that is really tough. I think that should be 50 games, 55 at the least. 65 is a little high, because it would be insane if Joel Embiid does not make All-NBA. because he played 64 or 63 or 60. That's insane. Steph Curry made first team All-NBA in 2018, I believe, while playing 51 games. 51 games. Wasn't second or third, first team All-NBA. And you know, people are taking the Joel Embiid hate way too far. Way too far. People are like, oh, next time just be healthy. Get in better shape. As if Joel Embiid just is this fat slob. And the Joel Embiid hate has just gone way too fucking far. Way too fucking far. Let me show y'all some shit that I saw. This guy is a fucking clown. I even responded to him with this, right? Embiid missed the last 2 games before the Warriors game with knee soreness, right? And I saw Swiper calling him soft. Even me, I was like, what the fuck? He can't be serious. And I was wrong. Because clearly he's hurt. Clearly he is injured. He's playing through an injury in his knee. Look at that. And this guy's even saying, he's like, nah, I feel bad. I didn't know bro was injured. He needs to rest. But he's trying to get that games played threshold. And he's also trying to win that MVP, which I don't blame him. People get mad at Embiid for wanting to win MVP. I don't care. You should want to be the MVP. You should want to also win championships. You could do both. The things are not mutually exclusive. You can want to win an MVP while still wanting to win a championship. It's so dumb when people try to act like wanting to win an MVP means you don't care about postseason success. No, that's ridiculous. That's stupid. But you see this guy, in response to him saying he feels bad for Embiid, he said, did you feel bad when Hitler died too? What are we doing here? This guy is a loser and a clown and a bum. He's a loser, a clown, and a bum.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now and give somebody else a piece of that oxygen and ozone layer that's covered up so that we can breathe inside this blue trapped bubble. Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself. I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%.
You're a bum. And I told him, I was like, bro, please go and touch some grass. It'll go a long way. You're a loser. You are a loser. God, niggas took shit way too far. You stay on this app way too long. You become a bum. But as far as the 65 game threshold, you know, I understand why they did it. They want players to play. And the fans, for the most part, are not mad at it. I think fans are in support because it gives players an actual incentive to play and not load manage as much. But for someone like Embiid, he might just have to accept, hey, this shit is just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe I'm going to have to cost myself some regular season success for the sake of the playoffs. I mean, hey, it hasn't been working doing it the way you were in the past, right? You've been coming into a lot of these playoffs limping. So maybe it's just time to take that step back anyway. It sucks that it has to come at the expense of awards, but it is what it is. Someone said Trae Young has been top 12 this season. Defense hasn't been bad. That's a lie. His defense has been bad. It's still bad. Top 12, I don't know about top 12. I would say top 15, though, for sure. Bottom, at the least, top 20, because he's been a top 10 offensive player in the league, top 5 offensive player in the league this year. Like I said, Trae Young's one of those guys, you give him a top, like you just give him a bunch of role players, he's giving you a top 5 offense. Bare minimum, top 10. He's just that good. He's that good. So I'm not mad at this take, but the defense part is just insane. He's been improving, but like when you go from a negative 10 to a negative 7, you're still bad. So yes, it has been bad. Shout out to Quinn Snyder though for showing him some effort. Year 2 Luka is better than Shea. I don't know about that because Shea's defense it clears by far. Yeah, I don't know. I probably disagree with that one. Maybe you're probably throwing in playoffs, I guess. But regular season, I would still give the edge to Shea probably. In my opinion, if the NBA wants to help with outlandish scoring influx, increase the shot clock to 30 seconds, therefore creating longer possessions. That's interesting, I guess. I guess you could do that to give them longer possessions. But like teams would still score, I think. But like you also got to remember like that's such a weird one because not only you still have the spacing, sure it'd be less scoring, I guess, right? Technically, because less possessions. But also you got to remember the spacing and pace. You think 30 seconds is going to stop a team like Indiana from being one of the highest paced teams in the league? And I don't really like going to college rules to a degree because isn't college, what's the shot clock in college? Let me see. Isn't it like 30, 40 seconds, something like that? Let's see. Yeah, it's 30 seconds. So I don't know about that. I don't like making some college rules for the league. MJ over Stockton playmaking wise. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about John Stockton. He's a bum. He's a loser, and he played with a pedophile. Let's see. Good. Shout out to you for the question. I'm gonna like it. Houston would have been better fit for Wemby than the Spurs. Better talent, better vets, and a more modern coach and a player that's playing like an all-star to pair with Wemby and Sengun. Yeah, it would have been a better fit, but he likes San Antonio. He's a fan of Tony Parker growing up. And I think San Antonio deserves it. They deserve it. Sure, they got Tim Duncan, then they got Kawhi, but they grow their talent through the draft. I like the pairing with him and Devin Vassell for the future. I think Jeremy Sohan will be a good player. He's just not being used correctly. So yeah, either way, I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever. Jalen Williams might be better than Shea long term, coming from an OKC fan. Well, if you're an OKC fan, you're on drugs, unfortunately. Yeah, that's just insane. That is just insane. But yeah, next take. Kuminga has Giannis-like potential. If a team focuses on his development, he could be a top 5 player in his prime. I don't agree with that. That's a little outlandish. I think niggas just forget just because you're big and can get to the rim and bully yourself to the rim, like that doesn't mean you're gonna be Giannis. It's the same shit people did with like Ben Simmons when people were like, "Oh, he has Giannis potential." No. Kuminga is not gonna be the playmaker Giannis is. He doesn't have the defensive instincts that Giannis has. He doesn't even have the handle that Giannis has. The body control, the speed, the strength. He doesn't have that. So I think that's a little outlandish. We're talking about Giannis-like potential. We're talking about someone that was like at his peak. We're talking about one of the 15, 20 best peaks ever. That's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. As far as regular season goes, that's a little crazy. He could be an all-star for sure. If you want to say that's the potential, I can agree with that completely. But, like, come on. This nigga KB said he has a higher ceiling than Giannis. Brother, do not get blocked. I don't think you want to get blocked. You're a smarter player than that. You're a smarter player than that. But let's keep going. This is the year the 76ers make the conference finals in the Joel Embiid era. Who's going to tell this guy? Who's going to tell this guy? There's a joke there, but...
Come on, man! That's too easy!
Come on, man.
Stop the cap.
You're better than that.
Stop the cap.
You're better than that. Let's keep it moving. Scotty Wayne Barnes will be a future NBA. Okay, he fucked it up. Will be a future NBA future MVP champion and Finals MVP. Cook, I believe in you, go. And yes, remember when you said you would help me bring a championship to Toronto? I remember. So good luck, my go, and also have a great game tomorrow. The glazing is insane. The glazing is fucking insane. Come on, man. That's insane glazing, brother. That's insane. Someone says sham notification, Shams bomb. Let's see. Oh! No! 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 Guys, I'm going to have to just end that right there. Wow. Joel Embiid has torn a meniscus in his left knee. Wow. And the All-Star reserves was announced. Cat made it. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. My battery chooses now to die. That is insane. Joel Embiid is out with a torn meniscus. Wow. Wow. Torn meniscus in his left knee. Wow. He might be out for the season now. Wow. Just like that. When I was talking about niggas making fun of him and comparing him, feeling bad for this nigga to feeling bad for Hitler. This is insane. I feel for him. I really feel bad for him. Wow. Prayers up. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Their season's probably over now if he's out for the season. I mean, even if he comes back, he may not be 100%. This is insane. Wow. Wow. Prayers up, though. Wow. Prayers up. Jesus. Look, I don't pray injury on anybody. You know, I think Embiid is one of those guys that will try to tough it out and try to come back this season. But if you're Joel Embiid, you know, maybe you don't play. I mean, people were literally getting on Kendrick Perkins for saying they should bench Joel Embiid for the rest of the season until the playoffs start. But maybe he just shouldn't come back this year for the sake of his health, for the betterment of his career. This is so sad to hear, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is the toughest shit, bro. And it's sad because Joel Embiid, I'm telling you, he's one of the most skilled players, not only in the league, one of the most skilled players of all time at the center position. And to see the injuries that this nigga has gone through year after year after year, it's so sad. It's so fucking sad. And this is a season where Joel Embiid is having one of the best years of his career. Of his career. Let's look up these numbers for Joel Embiid. Embiid this season. This is his third year leading the league in scoring. And this is why I say you need to stop taking players' greatness for granted and appreciate them when you have them here. Because shit like this, it can all be taken away just like that. An injury, suspension, whatever. Embiid, in his third year leading the league in scoring, upped his averages. Over the last 5 years of his career, his points per game have gone up. 35 points per game, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, a steal, 53% from the field, 36 to 37% from 3, 88% at the free throw line. This is insane. 65% true shooting. Someone said Embiid's not an all-time player because he can't stay healthy. My nigga, when you go out there and you're having one of the best scoring seasons that not only we've seen from a center, I think he's averaging the most points we've seen from a center since Wilt Chamberlain. Since Wilt fucking Chamberlain. Either Wilt or Kareem, one of those two, right? Let's see. Yeah, he's averaging more points in a season than Wilt has, than Kareem has ever done. I don't care how he does it. Getting to the free throw line is a fucking skill. He's one of the best post scorers in the league. Great touch. One of the best mid-range shooters in the NBA, and can stretch the floor to behind the three-point line. So seeing this news that Joel Embiid is now going to be out for an extended period of time, I don't care if he's out for a fucking week. This shit is sad to see. And if you're the Sixers, you got to really start thinking about his future. You got to really start thinking about his future. If you're Embiid, if this is an injury that you can come back from, do you come back? If this is an injury that you feel that if you come back, you're going to be compromised. Now, I will say when it comes to meniscus tears, you know, these things, some people have come back in a season. Some people have been out for a year. It's tough, man. It is tough. It is sad to fucking see a player of this magnitude, a player this great, suffer an injury that derails him so much. This guy he tore his meniscus. He came into the league hurt, missed a couple seasons, rookie year injured, missed the remaining season after playing about 35 games. Got hurt in the playoffs with the orbital injury, his first postseason. Was shitting himself in the 2019 playoffs. 2020, finally healthy, but Ben Simmons is out. Gets swept by the Celtics. 2021, right? That was the first James Harden year, right? Or no, that was the year he played through a torn meniscus in the playoffs, a partially torn meniscus in the postseason. And then Ben Simmons passed out of an open dunk. Oh man, my camera just went out. But Ben Simmons passed out of an open dunk in the playoffs. But yet, we're going to shit on Joel Embiid. Let me get my camera, actually. Hold up. Got my second camera. My backup camera's coming in. Where's my camera? Where the hell is my camera, dog? I just put that hoe in. Oh, I gotta lift it. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, I'm so sorry, y'all. My camera just went out. So I gotta use my USB camera. Let me just remove it, actually. Where is this camera? There it is. There I go. There I go. Shit, my clothes. Let me crop that, actually. I think I can, right? Yeah, I can. But yeah, bro, Embiid, like I said, man, I pity him. I really, really do. This is a guy that, like, he fights through injuries that, like, niggas literally make fun of him. They literally make fun of this guy. And let me fix this. Crop this motherfucker out. What the fuck? Come on, man. Stop this. Let me flip this up. Oh, my mic. There you go. It should be fixed. My bad. The audio was doubling. Sorry about that. There we go. All right, is everything good? My mic should stop echoing. It should be stop. It should have stopped. It should have stopped. How do I fucking crop this motherfucker, though? Give me a second, y'all. I'm adding the... I know this is a lot of shit, bro. It's a lot of shit, bro. It's my clothes. I'm finna wash. Yo, chill. But yeah, I got it fixed. Okay. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. It's fixed for now. Me. But yeah, I feel bad for Embiid. I really do. I really do. I mean, Twitter and people were bullying this guy for not playing through injuries. And now you're seeing what's happening with Embiid, where like he played through injuries so much that now it's cost him probably his season and a chance at a championship. Whether you think they were going to win or not, it cost him. It cost him. And yes, G-Money, I saw the Jalen Green stretch, and I'll tell you this right now, I don't care. But I feel for Embiid. I feel for Embiid. I can't even do the rest of the questions now. That shit killed the vibe. No cap. I'll probably make a video about it. But yeah, I did all that shit now. I'm about to dip anyway. I'm about to dip. Let me see though. What's going on with this? Maybe I can still react to some questions. Actually, I guess I can still. Man, but that's tough. That's really tough to see. And I'm not even like, I fuck with Embiid, you know, but I'm not a Sixers fan. I can only imagine how you feel if you're a Sixers fan. Season just ends again off some shit you can't even control for real. At least as far as Embiid goes, he can't control this. That's tough to see. Honestly, it's very tough to see. Oh, it was on that side. I'm tweaking. Ah, I see now. It don't matter. But that's tough, man. That really just killed the vibe of so much shit. That killed the vibe of so much. Man. But the All-Star reserves came out just now, actually. Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Bam Adebayo, Julius fucking Randle. Wow, he made it. I told you I'll put him on the side because he's going to be injury replacement. So Scotty will probably get that spot. Tyrese Maxey and Paolo. Paolo, I'm cool with that. Maxey, I'm cool. Oh, Maxey. So Trae Young didn't make it? Wow. What? What? Wow, Trae Young was not an all-star? So I'd assume the front court, right? Is Jaylen Brown one of the front court players? What? What? Oh my God. So Randall, Bam, and Brown, I assume, is front court. Or Paolo, I'm tripping. Randall, Paolo, and Bam, I assume, are front court. And they just chose 4 other guards. What? If you're going to pick a nigga from the Celtics, pick Porzingis. What the fuck? What? What? Wow. Trae Young should be an all-star, man. That is crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Let's see the West all-star reserves. I want to see the listed out one version, but I guess they don't got that. Oh. Wow. They did my bro dirty. But here's the West. Kawhi, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, Paul George, and Cat. Wow. Cat and Paul George. I would have put De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. I think at least De'Aaron Fox or Sabonis should have been on here. This is actually De'Aaron Fox's second straight year not making the All-Star team. That's a little wild to me, man. That's wild to me. De'Aaron Fox should be here. He should be here. He should be here, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Someone said, why should Trae Young be an All-Star? My nigga, have you seen what he's been doing this season? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me the fuck off, dog. Don't piss me off. Let me show y'all Trae Young's numbers. This is the shit with Trae that I get so mad. Niggas will sit there and say a nigga like fucking Derek White is the more deserving All-Star over him. But what the fuck? Look at this nigga Trae Young's stats. Look at this nigga Trae Young's numbers. 27 and 11, a steal and a half, 42, 37, 86 shooting splits. 37% from the fucking from the three-point line. The fuck are you talking about? Why should Trae Young be an All-Star? Nigga, what? What basketball are you watching? 58% true shooting, buddy. Let's not be dumb. Let's not be daft. Spearheading once again, like I always say, a top 10 defense in the league. Or offense. No, he's not spearheading no top 10 defense. Top 10 offense in the league. He's been out and missed some games, so they slipped in offensive rating a bit. Third in points per game, though. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I'm just stuck on the fact that like really no Fox or Sabonis. That's so the snubs for me here are clearly De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Trae Young. Those are the clear snubs. The fact that Cat made it, I didn't see that coming. And I was talking to Gobels about it. I was like, bro, watch them put Cat instead of Gobert if they're going to put two Timberwolves players. That is so wild to me. And it looks like the way he listed it that Kawhi, AD, okay, no, he didn't put it in order. So Kawhi, AD, and Cat are the only front court players unless they voted. Is PG still listed as a guard or a forward? I don't know. But I'm going to just go with the fact that I'm going to just go off of Kawhi, AD, and Cat being the front court players. And then the guards, I assume Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, or Devin Booker, Steph Curry, whoever those two guards were. But PG definitely was a wild card pick. And either Steph Curry or Anthony Edwards wasn't. Or Devin Booker. One of those three was also a wild card. Either way, they made it. That's crazy, though. Someone said, why PG or Cat over Gobert? Because nobody wants to see Gobert in the All-Star game. I hate to say it. And Gobert's already got a Hall of Fame resume. So, like, I'm not really tripping on Gobert not making it. I don't want to see that nigga in the All-Star game either. Now, I don't want to see Cat either. I'd rather see De'Aaron Fox. I keep it real with you. I'd rather see De'Aaron Fox. You got to remember, this is an event for the casuals. And it's an event for niggas that just want to see some highlights, some dunks, some threes. And Cat fits that more than Gobert. So I'm not surprised Cat made it. But Gobert obviously has been the best player or second best player on that team after Ant. But yeah. I say the snubs, Fox, Gobert, Lowry, Sabonis, Trae Young. Trae Young is the biggest one. Because to be honest, maybe Trae Young will make it as a injury replacement. But that is crazy to me. No Trae Young is right. You're right, Dredd. No Trae Young is wild. That's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe they didn't put him there because they wanted to give Randall the nod, and then they knew Trae Young would get in as an injury replacement. But I wouldn't be shocked if they put Siakam there because, bro, the Trae Young discourse is so fucking nasty. It's so fucking nasty. Man. I don't like it. I don't like it. That just rubbed me the wrong way. That rubbed me the wrong way for real. But man, tough. That injury though just is tough. Someone said Maxey over Trae. Don't make me mad, bro. Don't make me fucking angry. It is crazy. It is fucking crazy. Trae Young with that fucking Sixers team, buddy, it's not a fucking debate. Cut the bullshit. You're lying if you say it's a debate. Stop it. Stop it. It is crazy. You're on fucking drugs.
Stop the cap.
You're on fucking drugs. Trae Young, you're gonna tell me Maxey over Trae Young?
Halfway.
Stop. Cut the bullshit, man. That's a lie. You're lying to yourself. Man. Someone said, what's Trae Young going to do in the All-Star game? First of all, he's going to shoot threes, logo threes. He's going to throw some lobs. Stop it. Stop it. What do you mean, what's Trae Young going to do? Trae Young's one of the most entertaining players to watch in the league. Stop lying to yourself. Man, niggas just be saying shit. Y'all be making me so mad when it comes to the Trae Young discourse on this fucking app. Y'all make me so angry with that shit. Stop it. Get some help. But hey, man, this was a really fun stream. This is a fun stream. I think this is the longest stream I've done. This was over 2 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Maybe I'll do a Q&A. Let's do a Q&A. Hey, while I'm dropping the Q&A here, you guys need to give me some not only some questions, but also drop a like. Let me put the Q&A down here. You guys can ask me anything. But we're at 83 likes. Bro, we got to get those likes up. Up like Thugga. Up like Thugga. Let's get those likes up. There's no reason why we shouldn't have 100 likes for this fucking stream. But there you go. There's the Q&A. Y'all can ask me anything out here. Anything. I'll do 3 questions. 3 questions, and then I got to go. Because 2 hours on the stream is a little crazy. No cap. It's a little crazy. So give me 3 questions. The first 3 questions I see, I'm going to answer. But yeah, man, Trae Young not making it. That's still rubbing me the wrong way. Pause. But it's still rubbing me the wrong way. Oh, I just remembered now that Embiid's out, because I just see this question right here. Good question, sure. I'm going to answer it right now. Someone said, now that Embiid is out, who do you think will replace him in the All-Star game? It's got to be someone from the East. So Embiid and Randall are out. So I think Trae Young will be one of the replacements for Randall. Then again, I don't know if Randall was voted as a front court player, does the person that have to replace him have to be a front court player? Because if so, it'll probably be Siakam. If Embiid's out in the starting lineup, that means they got to pull somebody from, I assume, who they voted for. And let me see the voting again. It would have to probably be Bam or Paolo, or, well, Randall's out. See, that's what I'm saying. It'll probably be one of the front court players. It'll probably be Bam or Paolo. Probably Bam, because he can play the 5. I don't know. That's a tough one. But as far as like who his injury replacement in general will be, because they got to get another player also, it'll probably be Trae and Siakam. Trae and Siakam, I think, will get in. Or Scotty. Trae, Siakam, and Scotty. One of those, two of Trae, Siakam, and Scotty will get in. Trae, I think, for sure is a lock to get in because he's the best player out of the 3 and he's had the best season. But like then it'll be between Siakam and Scotty for that. Yeah, I'm glad I just did I'm glad I was able to live react to the Embiid injury and this on the stream, because, you know, that was very beneficial for me. And now let me see, who else do you got? What other questions we got here? Sengun, was he an all-star snub? No. Who would Sengun had made it over? Let's go back to it, right? Oh wow, I just see here. Jalen Brunson has been accepted to an invitation for the 3-point contest. That's cool. That's an interesting one, though. I mean, he's a shooter, or a 3-point shooter. I mean, he's become a good 3-point shooter, I should say. But who would Sabonis make it? Not Sabonis. That's probably his comp. But who would he make it over? Is he making over Kawhi? No. Is he making over AD? No. Is he making over Devin Booker? No. Is he making over Ant? No. Is he making over Curry? No. Is he making over Paul George? No. Cat, if you want to argue, maybe, but no, he's not making it over Cat. And on top of that, even if you want to say Cat shouldn't have been there, he's not making it over Gobert. He's not making it over De'Aaron Fox. He's not better than Sabonis. He's not making it over any of those guys. So no, he did not get snubbed. He's just a really good player. Not there yet. Let's go to another question. Someone said, do you realize All-Stars are voted? It's democratic. Okay. Oh, I didn't even put it up, but I don't even know what this means. I mean, I know what it means, but what point are you trying to make? I know that they're voted. I just think the voting was stupid. Okay. Do you think Embiid will ever win at least an Eastern Conference final in the future due to how injury prone he is? I don't know. I'm going to go on a limb and say yes. I think he'll break through one of these years and get to an Eastern Conference Finals. Winning it, I don't know. That I'm just going to leave that out. I don't know. But I think he'll get there one day. He'll get there. Maybe if he's older, he'll get another guy to come along with him as the main guy instead of him being the main guy, and he'll be like the co-star, 1B guy. But yeah, I think he'll make one, but win, I can't even guarantee that. Some guys just never go to the final. Look, Steve Nash never went to the finals in his career. Unfortunate circumstances, right? For players that great of that magnitude to not make it, but it happens. Plain and simple, it happens. Another question. Thoughts on how the roster is currently constructed around Trae Young? I think that the situation with Trae, and I talked about it in my last video, so I won't spend too much time. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go and check that video about how the Hawks are failing Trae Young right now. I don't think it's gotten to a point where, you know, they just put bums around him, because I do like what Jalen Johnson's done this year. I think Onyeka is going to be a really solid player, already a really solid player for them. DeJounte, they can move him, you know, but I think that feeds into the problem. They just rushed a lot of moves, got rid of a lot of players that helped them to get to the conference finals. And on top of that, like, they thought they arrived. Remember Trae Young, like I said in that video a couple days ago, he said, oh, bro, like, it's kind of getting boring, the regular season. Now we're the hunted instead of the hunters. We got to motivate ourselves for the playoffs. Dude, who do you think you are? The Hawks thought they were the shit. And then they thought their solution was DeJounte Murray for 3 or 4 first-round picks. So those are my thoughts. But that concludes the stream. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, showing out. Y'all are the best fans any YouTuber, any content creator can have. Y'all drop a like on this stream. Show love. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and press that motherfucking bell to be notified after every single video or piece of content that I drop. Except for shorts, because they don't notify you for shorts for some reason. But either way, you guys, appreciate y'all. Y'all stay safe. Y'all have a blessed day. I am out. Peace in the Middle East. And I'm going to cut my nails today. I have to. I just have to. It's insane. But y'all be easy, man. And yes, the Chiefs will beat the San Francisco. I'm standing on business. Brock Purdy, you're not that nigga. You're not that guy. You will get exposed. Chris Jones, give me 3 sacks on him, his bum ass. Give me 1,000 pressures, Chiefs D-line. And hey, McDuffie, Sneed, give me a couple picks. Lock them boys up. The Chiefs, I got the Chiefs winning 30-14. Cut the bullshit. My niggas, Pat Mahomes will pull through. Hey, Kelsey, give me a couple TDs, my nigga. I don't care if Taylor there or not. Motivate yourself. Motivate yourself. I cannot have Brock Purdy win the Super Bowl. Please. It'll be bad for the agenda and bad for the league, especially if he wins the Super Bowl MVP. Stop it. Put an end to this bullshit. Stop those 49ers. Please. I'm begging y'all. Please. I can't take this shit no more.